Junior Jewels, I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast. Hello, everybody! Emergency episode. We're not in the studio because TS12 is, I almost said here. It's not here. It's coming! The announcement is here.
Woohoo!
I really wish we could put in applause and other people yelling and
yes,
the clip of Taylor and Travis yelling. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh, yes, that was so good. Oh my gosh.
I know you're all freaking
whirlwind.
out. Yeah.
What a whirlwind of a week.
Yes. What have I lived? I've lived 20 lives since then. It has been the biggest roller coaster.
Yeah. And we obviously we're here on a typical Tuesday night.
Clever.
But we did do a episode for our subscribers, kind of really fresh, raw, initial reaction to everything that happened last week. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. Today we've organized our thoughts a little bit more.
Okay. We tried. There's so much.
I think the thing that's crazy is there's so much.
And we'll talk about this
so much.
I'm still blown away we got a 2-hour podcast from them.
Literally
that
cannot believe
was
that.
Not what I was expecting.
Not on my radar whatsoever. I mean, her going on the podcast was already shocking.
Yeah.
But also her announcing the album was on the podcast was shocking. But I when the podcasts, and maybe we're jumping ahead a little bit, but when we were going into the podcast, especially where they were sharing it live, when I was trying to plan my night around, I'm I'll see when it starts, how long it is. But then when they're streaming it, quote unquote live, I was I don't know what to expect. And then when they started talking, I was we are in it.
We're in it
for a hot second here.
100%.
And you see the title of all the things they're going to talk about. And we're is this real?
We haven't gotten to any of these and we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
That's what I was oh.
Basically today, again, so much happened.
Yeah.
So what today's episode for us is going to look like is kind of initial reactions to all this, but we're going to kind of go through reminisce on what happened last week, on Monday when, the ball started rolling. They announced the pre-announcement happening, and then talking briefly about the podcast episode and some of the major topics that they talked about in there, kind of our reactions to all that and reminiscing on that. But obviously we have we're probably gonna be talking about TS12 for the next couple months.
Yep. It's gonna become our new life.
Yeah. And I'm sure we will revisit this podcast episode and do even more maybe some more focused episodes on specific portions of it.
Yeah.
Because we
have lots of ideas too on what we want to talk about.
We were fed. I don't know that we've ever been fed like this in the Taylor Swift sphere.
No.
This was insane. So
I really truly after listening to that podcast, I was so overwhelmed with what I had received in the best way possible.
Yeah.
But I was am I an idiot that I feel I need to process that and then re-listen to it? Because I am on such a high, but also it almost hurts because I'm just what?
So much.
What was I just a part of? I just a part of?
It's how you felt after you left the Eras tour on opening night. You're just what just happened to me?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Did not see that coming.
Nope. No.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Taylor.
Travis.
Well, and I think, we might talk about this. Yeah. But you mentioned it. You said we've never gotten this kind of an interaction with her and a boy before.
Yeah.
And it was incredible.
It was magic.
It was. That's a better word for it, honestly.
It was pure magic. And I watched it, Carly listened to it a second time. I watched it a second time. the comfort level between them.
Oh,
Like, for if anyone is still gonna sit and claim this is
oh,
a PR relationship, like, get out of
yeah,
my house. I
for
am
reals.
sorry. Like, you cannot fake what you saw there. Like,
Oh, no, and I thought that
they
too.
are so head over heels. They're
Yep,
so comfortable. Like,
yep.
they just seem, I don't know.
Like, there's no way you can act that.
No.
I'm sorry. Like, there
Like, you
is
can pose
no
for a
way.
pap walk coming out of
Yeah,
a restaurant. Sure. Like, yeah, lots
yeah.
of people can do that. But, like,
This, yeah.
this was
And it's
the
been,
chemistry, the familiarity was, like, off the
oh,
charts.
yeah. And it has been so fun how many, like, non-Swifties and, like, just friends and people on the internet that I've seen be so excited for them too. Like,
Yes.
I had so many Swiftie friends be like, I watched the interview, and I'm like, sorry, what? Like,
What?
that's cool. I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah.
But they're just like, I love their relationship. Like, they seem really cute together.
Oh,
I loved that interview. And
yes.
I'm like, how fun that, like, I don't, you might not like her music. You might not like, even her, like, whatever it is. You're not like the
Yeah.
biggest fan. You don't mind her. But, like, to see people still watching that podcast and coming away being like, they're really good together. Like, they make a good couple. That was really fun. I enjoyed that experience, not even being
Yeah.
a Swiftie. And I think that says a lot about the kind of people they are.
Yeah. And that especially being in a setting where they can just like I mean, they were just, you could tell they were fully being
Yep.
themselves. Obviously, like, it's a huge podcast. They also have like the
Yeah.
biggest star on the world like on it. So like, especially you and I, like, having a podcast, it's
Yeah.
obviously like not even close to the same level as theirs. Like, they have scripts, they have
Yeah.
bullet points, they have
Yeah.
some sort of structure. They're not just winging it.
Yeah.
Jason isn't coming up with his questions on the
Like on the
fly,
spot. Yeah.
kind of a
Oh, yeah.
thing. But like, in the way that they interacted and answered questions and interacted together, like, even
Yeah.
like, obviously Taylor and Travis, but even like Taylor to Jason, or like
Yeah.
Travis to Jason, or whatever, like, you could just tell everyone was so comfortable
Yeah.
that it gave like an extra element of, I don't know, like, normalcy.
Yeah.
They
Because
just
it did.
seemed
It felt
so
so
normal.
normal.
Like, I compare it to, like, I feel like I was just sitting at the dinner table with
Yeah.
them.
I think that was a great way to describe it.
Yeah.
It was we'll get to that, even though it's hard once you get started talking about it.
I
Like, I'm
know.
not gonna stop. That's what, like, I
I
told you, I
know.
was like, okay, we
We're
got to
trying
pick the
to
good
keep ourselves
points
in
and,
check.
yeah, keep ourselves in check for half of it, if not even more, because I don't need to literally talk about every single point. But I could spend 4 hours talking about everything they talked about on their 2 hour podcast. Like, it
Yes,
was
I
so
know.
good. So
Yeah.
let's go back to Monday, though, because
Okay.
Monday we got Taylor Nation posted.
Sound the
The,
yeah.
yeah, because it
The
was
red, the
so,
orange lights are
yes,
flashing.
yes. 12 slide of her all in orange. And what was the exact wording? It was like thinking about when Taylor said see you next era,
Yeah,
right?
something like
Okay,
that.
something
Yeah.
like that. And then you got like the 12 pictures of all the orange stuff. You scrolled over the very last one, the 12th one was her and Sabrina. So I think
Yes.
everybody was like, okay, wait, TS12?
TS12,
Sabrina
orange, Sabrina's
Carpenter? Yeah,
featured.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Then New Heights posts. We have
Pretty
a
quickly
surprise
after.
guest like coming on the
Yeah.
podcast, and it totally looked like Taylor's silhouette. And so then everybody, I think, really started to like freak out.
Well, and so I am like, as a podcaster, I feel
Yes.
very insecure whenever I say, like, I don't listen to podcasts.
I wouldn't worry about it.
It's very silly.
Yeah.
Anyways, I did not realize. So, like, if any of you don't know this, New Heights was on a
Yeah. On a
break, like a
break.
season. I don't know. Do they call it a
Yeah.
season break?
Yeah.
They were on like a break. And so
Yeah.
this was like a
We're
out of
coming
the
back starting
blue,
early.
we're
Yeah.
coming back doing like a bonus. It
Yeah.
was essentially a bonus episode
Yeah.
from them. So, which
Yep.
was probably took everyone else by
by
like
even more
major
surprise. Yeah,
surprise. Yeah.
exactly. And so, I mean, I don't know how you felt. Well, I actually do because we've already talked about it, but the people don't know. I just realized
Tell
that.
the people.
Yeah, tell the people, tell the junior Jules. I mean, for me, I was like, okay, TS12 is coming. She's really
Hmm.
starting to hint at these Easter eggs, but not anywhere to a point where I was like, we're getting an announcement today. We're getting an
Yeah.
announcement this week. And then I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I do think she's going on new heights, but like don't really want to get my hopes up yet. You never know
Yeah.
what's happening and like that
Hmm.
would be fun, but maybe it's just for like a tiny segment or
Well, we know
you
we
know.
get burned when we get our hopes up too
Yeah.
high. So,
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of how you felt, right?
yeah, I mean, I, I feel like it came out of left field and it happened so fast. I didn't really have a chance to like
That's a good point. Yeah,
decide
like
how I
even yeah.
felt. But like as we've talked about, like I had a huge feeling TS12 was coming
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
you've called it from the beginning.
Um we've talked about recently on like our subscriber episodes, like talking about some
Yeah.
TS12 Easter
Easter
eggs
eggs,
and talking
theories,
about
and
how
clowning.
like thinking it might come in the fall. If it's going
Yeah.
to come in the fall, that probably means it's going to get announced in the next few weeks, like
Yeah.
sometime in August. Like
Yeah.
we had kind of been talking about those things, but
Yeah.
because it wasn't as like obvious or like chatter happening online, like like to compare like when they did 1989 Taylor's version, it was coming out on 8/9. It just felt like clear
Yeah.
as day. This is
Yeah.
when it's coming. And there was
Yeah.
so much hype around it.
Yeah.
It just like kind of, yeah, I woke up early morning Monday and just was like taken by surprise, like, what
Oh,
is going on? I
okay.
think I woke up. Is that the day I woke up and I said, why do I have 100 text messages from
Yeah.
all of you guys or whatever? Like, what is
Yep.
going on?
That was
Um,
incredible.
and
Um,
so,
well,
yeah,
yeah,
I
and I
don't
think too,
know.
there had been starting to get more chatter online. Like we had
Yeah.
seen some of those articles come out saying like Taylor Swift to
Yeah.
release TS12 soon, but like it was like, is this serious? You know?
Yeah.
And like we kept hearing like, oh, she's working with this person, she's in the blah blah blah, and it's just kind of like
Mhm.
o- okay, like we're hearing more rumblings, but not from anybody
Nothing
that I
felt
believed necessarily,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And so I figured it was coming, but even that post, it made me think like an announcement will come in the next couple weeks,
Yeah.
not, oh my gosh, the website has
Basically
now
that
changed
day.
and
Well,
we're on a
yeah, that
countdown.
was when
That
later
was
in the day
when,
when the website changed. Yeah,
yeah,
that is when we were like, this is happening now. Because
yeah,
I definitely did feel like, okay, they're basically saying like TS12 is like on the horizon.
yeah,
And I do think Taylor's going on New Heights because I think
yeah,
New Heights was clearly making it seem like it was going to be Taylor, and New Heights wouldn't
yeah,
use Taylor to
no,
like bait
yep,
people.
yep,
And so I did think it was Taylor going on. And so I was thinking that I was thinking maybe she would announce it on the podcast on
okay,
Wednesday.
yeah,
So that's in the short term I had, that was where I was mentally. So
yeah,
when later
okay,
that evening, we got the countdown on the website and then the teaser
yes,
of her on the
of on the
podcast on social
podcast.
media, literally
It was,
mind blown.
yeah, it was amazing. It
Yeah.
was so fun.
It was so
I
fun.
forget how much fun it is to be a Swiftie in moments like that. Like it's always fun to be a Swiftie,
Literally.
right? But
Yes.
like the fact that I'm like, oh, I'm going to drive to Jess's house 30 minutes away, which I mean it's not
Yeah.
that far, but like
At the
at
last minute.
9:30 p.m. at night just so that we can be together when this countdown finishes.
I know.
Like
So
it's
funny.
so fun. Like it
It's
is
so
it's the
fun.
best. It's such a
I
fun
was
time.
like obviously so hyped and I was like posting all these things on my social media, like on my stories. And
Yeah.
as I was posting, I was thinking, I was like, hopefully people don't get tired of this. Obviously, people that know me know I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So like this isn't surprising to them that
Yeah.
I'm like doing this. But I also just like haven't been as active on social media. So it
Yeah.
probably just felt like out of left field for me. But I was like, all of a sudden I was like, I like posted a story. I was like, PSA, like life is so much more fun when you're a Swiftie,
It
and just
really
like
is.
posted a bunch of pictures from like tour and
I
like I'm
know.
like, I can't imagine not having this kind of
Yeah.
thing in my life right now.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's
so fun.
everything.
It is.
And like with
It
the
really is.
podcast, like it changes it a little bit
Yeah.
because like we do this quote unquote for like work.
Yeah.
And so like it does feel like I don't want to say it takes the fun out of it, but it does
Yeah.
just add a little like extra. It makes it feel a little more like chaotic,
Yeah.
tiring,
It's
like
like a
our
little
mind
stressful. Yeah.
like the just being a Swiftie, it like makes your mind go like a million miles an hour, but like adding the podcast with it, it's like two
Yeah.
million miles an hour. You know what
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean?
100%. And that's the thing is, and I
But
was thinking about that the other day because I was like, this is all so fun and exciting. And I'm like trying to process it just for myself in general. But then I also feel like, in a way, like a pressure to internalize it quick enough that then I can relay my thoughts to other people in like a coherent way.
well, it's like I hadn't thought of this before, but that's like what happened to us when TTPD dropped.
Yes.
We're like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, we have to analyze 31 songs for people. How in the world are we gonna
I
pull
know.
that off? Like we
I
were
know.
so stressed. We're like, how are
Yes.
we gonna do this?
I know.
Just get
But
thrown into the
it's
fire
so
like
worth it.
6 months
Yeah,
into
I know.
starting the
I know.
podcast.
You're like, sorry, what?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
so fun. She put the pre-orders up and we kind of talked about our thoughts already. I'm gonna just leave that for our
The
episode we did last
subscribers.
week about like
Hmm.
our thoughts on the timing of it all and everything. So I think we can kind of just move into the episode and chat
Okay.
about the episode.
Yeah, the New Heights episode. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, I mean, they just got us right in with Jason's like
I know.
epic,
Oh,
epic intro.
incredible.
So fun.
Incredible.
Also,
He
I just
and
loved. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, he was an incredible interviewer.
He
He
was.
did
He
amazing. And
killed it.
I
Yeah.
raved and raved and raved about him on our last episode, so I'm not gonna do it again. But like, I just have to say, he did an incredible job. Also, before we get into all of this, I forgot I was gonna say the fact that YouTube crashed,
I know.
it couldn't even finish the episode.
I know.
What? Like,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Like that is how much traffic they were getting and just how much like YouTube couldn't even handle it. I mean
Carly and I
like
love analytics and
yeah.
stats and all that. And I would kill to
Oh.
see like the back end, like the rise of stuff from their podcast.
Oh my God.
Um, because like today when I rewatched it, I'm like, this video already has 16 million views.
It's like yeah, in a
Like,
day, 2 days.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, for the, and obviously they're a big
Well,
podcast, but like
and then
this
but
is
think
just
about
next
too
level.
how many people didn't watch and just listened.
Yes. Like, what does their podcast stats look like?
Yeah. I mean, they're number one on Apple right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
Well,
crazy.
anyway, yes, Jason's intro was incredible.
And I
Incredible.
loved her, like, because he's saying all these amazing things she's done. And I
Yeah.
kind of loved how she, like, reacted. Like, she was kind of like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I didn't know that. Like, kind of playing, like, wow, that's so cool. If that person you're
yeah.
talking about, oh, yeah, like, that's me you're talking about. I don't know. I just thought it was
So
cute.
fun.
Because
Yes,
it's
I
hard.
loved it.
Like, I'm like, I don't know how to,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, to hear all of
respond when,
that.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's going on for me.
Yeah.
So I thought that was fun.
Um, I was shocked when they started the podcast talking about how they got together. It was
Shocked.
the best surprise of the entire thing,
Yes.
and I'm like, I'm sorry, this is how we're starting?
Yeah, that's what
This
I was
is the
thinking. As soon
greatest
as I
thing. Like,
started,
oh my gosh.
and I'm like, what are we gonna get here?
Yes. Yeah. Like,
Like,
oh, we're candid. We're just
yeah,
chatting.
you're giving us
Wow.
personal life details.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
don't do that. We
I
have to
know.
speculate all of
Yeah.
that all the time. You're gonna just sit here
No,
and
but
tell
yeah,
us like
I
your
know.
story,
Yeah.
not just like
Well,
through a
and
song that we have to like
I know.
decipher.
Well, and I just love when she was like, this dude didn't get a meet and greet. He's making it everyone else's problem.
I know.
But
Or
I love,
when she called it like the shoot your shot heard around the world or
yeah. Oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I just loved hearing her describe it. Well, and
Yes.
when she was like, this is my favorite podcast. This podcast got me a
I
boyfriend. I
know.
was like,
I know.
Okay.
I
This
know,
is
it was
so cute.
so
Like,
cute.
what?
Also, before, like, if you haven't watched it, obviously, why? Go watch it.
I know.
But if you have watched it, go watch it again.
Yeah, I really need to
Like,
like watch it again. Watch it.
I watched it on like 1.25 speed. One and a
Okay.
half was like a little too much.
Okay.
Um, but like I missed stuff. Again, I think
Yeah.
like it was a lot over my head. I was also
Yeah.
like on the website ordering my like
Yeah.
CD and
We
like
were live
distracted. We were
streaming and
live streaming. I
yeah.
missed a decent amount. Like it is worth watching a
It
second
totally
time
is.
for
Yes, it
sure.
totally is. Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
agree. I also just love just seeing Travis's personality come through too.
Mm-hmm.
Like him and Jason, like we've seen their personalities before, but in more of like a sports male center like
Mm-hmm.
area. And so to be
Yeah.
able to see him interact with like Taylor was so fun.
Yes.
But I loved being able to see the fact that he, like, she goes, like, you didn't even reach out to management. Like, I
Yeah.
asked. And he
You
was
didn't
like,
even
well,
try anything
like, yeah,
logistically to
like,
like set
I
that up.
just thought I could get, like, I knew the elevator lady. Like, she just, like,
Yeah.
let me in. And both sides of that, I was like, oh, this is their
So fitting.
personalities. And
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it.
Travis is like, I own this place. Like, I can
Yeah,
just walk in and go wherever I want. If I want to meet her, like, that's the
I
point
know.
of the fact that like I play here is that like I
Yeah,
can do
I can do
stuff
whatever
like
I
that.
want.
And did she made some joke. She was like, yeah,
In
maybe in the
1973 or something, yeah.
1970s, which
I know, I
was
thought that too. I was
another
like, okay, wait, is that a certain number I'm supposed to remember?
1973 is very
Yeah,
specific.
I
So,
know. We'll have to remember that one. I
yes.
also loved when she talked about like he basically treated her like a John Hughes movie. And he, yeah, like you said, like the shot heard around the world.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is everything I've ever sang about wanting.
No, it was
And
so
I,
cute.
it is like my first thought, like I went to Fearless because that's what it was
Hmm.
giving me is like everything that she had ever wanted back in high school.
Yeah.
And just to be like, can you imagine her now going to that girl that is in high school
No.
singing 15, singing,
Even like you
Fearless,
belong with
singing Love
me.
Story, You Belong With Me. Yeah. And being like, hey, like, we made it. Like, we're dating
Oh,
Travis
gives
Kelce.
me
Like, I
goosebumps.
know. It's
And I
just,
just loved,
oh,
I mean, we're just so giddy, but
yeah,
I
I
loved every
know.
time she's like, look at him, like,
I
look at him,
know.
it's
Get him. And they
cute.
were just like holding hands the whole
I
time, like
know.
always touching and but not in like an over the top, we're trying to
Yes.
shove anything down your face. It was very like just we
Tasteful.
love each other, but
Mm-hmm.
oh, I know it was so good. One of the other
So
things that I
good.
love that she said, I feel bad. Like this area of the podcast had a lot to share because I was so obsessed with the two of them together.
Yes, yes.
She said he can make me laugh immediately about normal things. He is a vibe booster, and I just loved that. And
Yes.
then she said he is the enhance color button. And I hadn't noticed that the first time. And it made me think
Yeah.
about how recently, like before Travis, she kept singing about grays and blues. And I'm like, I wonder if she
Yes.
has thought this, or if maybe we'll even hear that kind of terminology in TS12
I think we
about
will.
him being like the type of person, because she loves to use colors to
Well,
like
and that's
describe her
when she was
relationships.
this is like skipping ahead a little bit, but when
Yeah.
she was talking about the vinyl, like she said, she
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, I want it to feel like my life feels now and it feels vibrant,
Yeah.
exuberant. Like that's the kind of energy we're
Yes.
gonna get, and I am
Yeah.
here for
I
it.
am too.
I also loved that she described Travis in that same section that you're talking
Yeah.
about. She described him as a human exclamation point, which
Oh,
I thought was so
yes.
cute.
I loved
I'm
hearing the
like,
way
I
she
love
described him.
that.
Yeah.
I
Because it was
know.
all so good. Well, and I think throughout the episode, like two or three times even, she would mention how he was like a green flag. She'd be like, "Oh, well,
Hmm.
that's a green flag. That's a green
Yes.
flag. He all of his friends are big. Like he's not, intimidated by other males or
Yeah.
like whatever." And one of the green flags I loved that she had talked about was how all of his friends reached out. to her, like any connection that knew
Yeah.
both of them. And
They
she's
were
like,
hyping him
I
up.
have never had that happen for a
Yeah.
guy to have that
Yes.
many people like validate for him that
Vouching
he's
for
an
him.
yeah, a valid thank you, that he's like an incredible guy. And I
Yeah.
loved hearing that because that does say a lot about a person.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
I
that's how she felt.
And I also love she said that like a green flag with him was that these friends that he does have, like he's known them
Oh,
since he was super young, and
yeah.
that's like that shows that he's like loyal and like
Yeah.
his friends are like important to him
Yes.
and all that.
Yeah.
I thought that was
I know.
fun.
I loved all the little like anytime she was like green flag, I was like, that is a green flag. Way to go. Good
Yeah.
job, Travis.
I also
Oh,
like you and I were kind of talking about this before. It was also just like so adorable how through the whole episode there were moments like, well, first they were talking about like football and how she said she loved that he was like super non-judgmental, that she knew like nothing about his world.
yeah.
And then obviously like when she'd use her big words and like they would
Yeah.
like make jokes about that. Like
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were like, they'd never work. They're too different,
Yeah.
but it was really cute to see how like they both recognize each other, like the differences that they have, but like
Yeah.
they love it about that person. Like
Yes.
Travis
Yes.
loves, you can tell he thinks she's so smart and he loves that about
Yes.
her. And you can
Yes.
tell like Taylor just loves like the energy that he brings, and
Yep.
that like he's super sweet and he's understanding and he's
Yeah.
again non-judgmental and
Yep.
like inclusive and loyal and all these
Yeah.
things. It's just, oh, it makes me
Oh,
so
it's
happy.
so their dynamic was so fun. It was so fun to see. And
Mhm.
one of I loved whenever they were like, and they had kind of talked about this like throughout. At one point, they were talking about like how many crazy, theories or people talking about them online. And Jason mentioned something about like, oh, I'm invested in those theories.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That
was
was
like,
so funny.
it's like honestly, Jason is one of us. Jason is
Jason
all of us.
Jason, like, goes to them, he's like, "So, I heard a theory. Are you guys already married?"
Yeah, but
He's
really
like,
though,
"I'm pretty
oh,
sure." I'm, like, getting pretty convinced online
I
that, like, Gracie
I think
Abrams
you're married.
canceled her show, like, was she there and I wasn't? Also, I don't know. This is a
Oh no.
topic for another time, but,
Okay.
like, I just am curious one day, like, if they get married, if we ever even know if they get married,
Yeah.
like, if it's public, private, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I feel like Jason, who's gonna marry them? Jason? Jack? Like, who's gonna be the
Honestly,
like the brother, the
it would be
dad?
really
Like,
fun if like Jason did it. I think he'd
I
do a really
know.
good job.
I do too.
That's fun. I had not even like thought about that.
I really like, obviously I want her to do what she wants, but like selfishly, like I really want to like know what
A
all of that
televised wedding.
looks like. Not even that, just like just know, like
Just like
even like
some of the yeah.
one picture, who's officiating, where is it at, what do they look
Mm,
like?
yeah. That's all you need.
Like that's all I need. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously I'll take all the things. I want to hear the vows. I want to be sitting front row. I want to give her away.
I'll be there. I want to give her away.
Maybe I should maybe maybe I should offer to video it for her.
Yeah, there you go. You're like,
I'll do it.
so
I'll
I
pay
used to do
you to
videographer.
let
I will
me
pay
be
you.
your
Yeah.
wedding
To make
videographer because that's what I used to do. And also,
that
can I
would be
use your
amazing.
music
Yeah.
in the video? Can I license your music for your wedding video?
That's incredible.
Oh
That's
man.
amazing. I want to talk about her owning her masters because I think that was another like one of my all-time favorite parts. Seeing her get so emotional. And the second time I listened, I noticed this that I hadn't the first time is, or at least it didn't like stick out to me the same way. She said, "I've been saving money
Yes, I didn't
since
notice
I
that
was,
till the
yeah,
second time too.
since I was a teenager to be able to buy these back." And that hit me. I was
For
like,
a ton of
this,
reasons.
yes.
Yes.
I'm like, one, this has been going on for a long time. Two, she clearly has cared about this for a long time. And like, she has been saving all of the money she's been getting to be able to buy this.
Yeah, and like people constantly talk about like she's a billionaire, she has all this extra money, blah
Yeah.
blah, and she does give away a lot of money.
Yeah.
She donates a lot of money, but like It's kind of like when you're saving for a vacation. It's like I set aside X percentage
Yeah.
per whatever to save for this
Yeah.
thing. And like the fact that that's been on the back of her mind for like as long as it
Yeah.
has, and like it's been like a goal of hers to like be
Yeah.
able to do that. Just like, I don't know. It's like people act like, oh my gosh, she could, they'll do the like the videos of like buying Lululemon
Yeah.
leggings to Taylor Swift is like
Yeah.
spending 4 cents or like
Yeah.
whatever it is that
Yeah.
they do. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like, it just showed how special and how important that was to
Yeah.
her.
To her. Yeah. That was a
Yeah.
huge moment for me. I also loved that she sent her brother and her mom.
I know. And like the reasoning for
Yeah.
that, like she's like, this is like a moment where I'm leading with my heart. It's
Yeah.
not about the dividends, it's not about the returns. Like these are my diary entries, like this is my blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And like it was important to me that they understood the like personal reasons because
Yeah.
that's really why I want them. It's like very personal to me.
Yeah.
Ugh, just the
And I just
whole her
think,
telling the story
I
of like
know.
them calling to tell her, just like,
Oh,
oh,
I know.
we were both
Yeah, we
crying.
did. I know. We were both on the live, just okay.
I know.
It just the way she described it and said it all, it just hit.
Hmm.
It it was different than anything that I had seen before
Well, and
from her.
I loved this because we wondered. We're like, we've been anticipating a documentary for a
Yeah.
while. We were really hoping that like the story of the masters would get included in the documentary so we could hear those details. The
Yeah.
fact that we got those details in such an intimate setting, and I feel like she was way more detailed and candid than she would have been in a
Yeah.
documentary. And I'm just like, I just the whole time, I think that's why I couldn't remember some of the stuff, because the whole time I was just like, I can't believe we're getting this. I can't believe we're
I
getting this.
know.
How is this
Yeah. Like,
happening?
how is this real life? What am I watching
Yeah.
right now? What am I watching? I also thought it was interesting that she said she sent her mom and brother a couple months after the Super Bowl.
Hmm. I also
I
thought
was
that was
like, oh,
interesting.
okay. Thank you for the timeline. I
Yeah, we
appreciate it.
had we had obviously everyone's been speculating, and we had
Yeah.
kind of thought maybe it had been in the works for like quite a
Yeah.
while, but I think it really was pretty like
Like,
boom,
I
boom,
bought my
boom.
master's and here, let me tell
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
which was really cool. Um, let's see. Anything else you wanted to say about those?
Mm, nope. I think
Yeah.
that was everything I wrote down.
Eras tour. That was really fun.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
wait. No, there are two things
Okay, let's hear it.
that are funny.
Okay.
Well, first cue, I love that she said that now she is so happy because it used to, when she was like, I think about this every day, and it used to
Oh,
be an intrusive thought, but now I'm just grateful that like I was
oh,
able to, get it, which
yeah.
I loved. I also love the whole like them talking about Taylor's versions and her saying,
Oh,
"We ride at dawn." That
oh, I
was the
know.
best ever. Oh my gosh. Um
Oh,
Also, I like wrote down this note because this probably happened in this section, but it happened throughout. Like Travis, he's so funny. He's the best hype girl.
yes.
Like he's constantly, because like when talking about like getting her master's back, he goes,
Yeah.
"It's been a long time
I know.
coming." Like he's always sneaking lyrics in, and
It
it's
was
the
so
best.
cute. It was so cute.
Oh my
I loved
gosh. I
it.
just love
Oh,
that he's like probably one of the closest people to Taylor, but he is also still like a mega fan of Taylor
yes.
Swift. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And I love
Which
it.
honestly, that's like the kind of person you want in your life.
Yes.
Somebody that like
Your
doesn't
person should be your
like,
biggest fan.
yes, 100%. Yep. I love
Oh,
it. I love it for her so much.
obsessed.
It was so fun to hear them talk about like the Eras tour and like some of her favorite moments from it. And um, I really loved the recovery and I like the
Mm-hmm.
recovery talk. And I loved hearing them talk about how they have the same job, basically.
Yes.
Like their job is to entertain. And I think she talked about this in another section, but it was like, I go to rehearsal, he goes to practice, you know?
Yes.
I do a show,
Show, he
he
does a
plays a
game.
game. Yeah, and it's like, and then after we come home and I put on my toe separators and I lay in a bath and I don't move and I have physical therapy and he has physical therapy and we go to the gym together and I love how they are able to like take their differences but still find similarities to the point that like they've intertwined their differences.
Yes.
And
Ugh.
it was fun to see and hear them just talk about it so casually.
Like, if we didn't think they were endgame before this
Oh,
podcast, like,
oh, they're a
I'm like,
hundred
this
percent.
could
Yes.
never not work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is like, even in just like a typical relationship, I'm like, I've never seen anything
Yes.
work
No.
seem so
Yeah.
perfect and
Yeah.
seamless and meant to be, like twin flame type
Yeah.
situation, soulmate, which like
I know.
it's just it's so special to see, especially her having just released, I mean, a lot of the music she just released, but like
Yeah.
especially the prophecy, like
I know.
what a 180. And that, they talked
Yeah.
about that with the album, like the new album's a total 180 from Tortured Poets.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because she's saying it like both of them very much represented her life, and it's just so cool to see it happen so close
Yeah.
together.
I know. Oh, I love it. Well, and then like speaking of the Eras tour, the whole cleaning cart
I know.
incident.
And her talking about like how it came to be. She's
I
like, I was
know.
gonna just do it for the first show, but I kind of liked it, so I just did it like every show. And she's like, everyone's probably like, who is this weirdo that
I
we're
know
like,
that we came to see.
we all know
I
you're
loved
in
it.
there.
Yeah. But we all loved it. And it like became a
Yeah.
part of it. Like that was
Hmm.
part of the Eras tour. Was she arrived in a
Especially
cleaning
like,
cart.
especially because like we remember like everyone was speculating like, wait, is Taylor in this cleaning cart? And then
Yeah.
people would try so hard to catch her getting out. And when we
Yeah.
finally got that like visual confirmation that like
It
she was
was
in it and got
yeah.
out of it, like that was the most
It was so fun.
satisfying thing
Oh,
ever.
I know. I loved it.
Oh,
I
I
loved when she
loved it
started
too.
talking about her hobbies. And what
Yes.
did she say this? I have like the hobbies from the 1700s. Is that what she
Yeah,
said?
she's like, I have hobbies that you could have had in the 1700s. And she said,
Uh,
she literally said, I'm on my granny shit.
oh yeah.
It
It was
was so
so good. I
funny.
loved all the bread talk. Very interesting that she said the whole like I talk about sourdough like 60% of the time, which I think we're gonna do another episode of like the Easter eggs
Easter eggs,
that we're
theories,
seeing. Yeah,
like,
so like we'll talk
you guys,
about a
we
lot
have
of yeah,
so much to say. So,
we
like, if
do.
we don't say it now, we're gonna say it
Well,
later. But
yeah,
like, the eggs are egg. This was
that
full of eggs.
yes.
So,
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But I loved her talking about funfetti and like
I
wanting to make a
know.
funfetti one for the girls.
And she said because we use sprinkles every time we're
Every
together. Like, Aunt Taylor, my
It's the
heart.
best. It's the
Oh my
best.
gosh.
Oh, I loved
Those
it.
girls, do
Oh,
they,
they
can
don't,
you
there's no
imagine
way
when
they
they
can
get
know.
older and they're like, what? How is this my life? I make cookies with Taylor
With Taylor Swift,
Swift. When I was like,
even
I don't
just
know
you
how old they
saying
are,
that,
but
I
like,
couldn't even imagine like saying that.
yeah.
Okay, I found this article really quick from so Swift Alert apparently came up with even more bread puns for Taylor Swift. And there are some
Yes.
really funny ones. So I'm just gonna read a couple really quick.
Yes. Okay.
All too wheat,
Oh my gosh.
Tim McRain, tell me rye, the way
That one's good.
I know, the way I loafed you,
Oh my
getaway
gosh.
carbs. I loved that one.
Yes.
I'm not gonna read all of them, but some of them. Betty, and then in parentheses, Crocker. Oh my gosh, no body, no rye.
Oh
Fresh out
my
the
gosh.
oven.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah,
That
and
one is
I
incredible.
know you're on your you're on your scone, kid.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a few other ones. Maybe I'll like post it, but
Oh,
they were
that
really
is
funny. I was like,
so
okay, we
funny.
have to share those because they're so fun. But it was just fun. And like when she was talking about blogs, like, oh, I've been
Oh
on your
my
blog.
gosh.
I'm like, I need to
Can
learn
you
how to make
imagine
sourdough
if
and create a
Taylor's
blog. So
using,
Taylor, I
yeah,
know,
Taylor's using your sourdough
I know.
recipe?
It's
So
like, how do you
crazy.
even know that though?
Yeah.
Like, Taylor needs to go tell whoever's sourdough recipe
She
she's
needs
using
to
or the
credit
blogs,
them.
like, even
Can
just
you
an
imagine
email, like, hey
if
girl,
Taylor
loved your
posted to her
recipe, thanks.
story shared the person's like Instagram post. Thanks, I love your sourdough
Oh,
recipe.
no. No, it would,
Oh my
that person's
gosh.
website would break from the amount
Yeah.
of traffic it was getting.
Yeah. And then, of course, she says, I pretty much only use the internet to get on sourdough blogs. And then when Travis shows me videos of otters. And then we had the whole
Way
pretty
long comment. Yeah.
lengthy otter it's funny because like you said, we can pick up, we're used to stuff like this, like we can pick up like they're cutting here, they're cutting there,
Yeah.
like they're clearly editing things out, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's so funny to me that like they
They
chose
just
to
left it
have the
in.
otter conversation as long winded as it
I know.
was.
I know. Because it really was. There was quite a few moments that you could tell there was like a clear cut. I
Yeah.
also saw there was a post somebody did that you could see they almost went to kiss and then it gets cut. And I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
didn't realize that one. So kind of fun.
Yes.
Um, let's see. Oh, it was really fun when she started talking about like the art of Easter egging and like surprising her fans and be like thinking of a new way to like do something like coming on the podcast.
Yes. It was
Oh,
so funny because she was saying like, she was like, sometimes I think like my fans don't like to be surprised because they're always trying to like figure it out
yeah.
and figure out what I'm gonna do. But like, I'm like, no, like they do love to be surprised. And so like I'm trying to always like figure out ways to surprise them. And I
Yeah.
love that because like as fun as like clowning is and like trying to solve the puzzles and
Yeah.
stuff, it is way more fun when it just like, I mean, like this time, I feel like it just all of a sudden
Yep.
happened. Nobody was necessarily like, is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen
Yeah.
today? And I love that, like, as many of these theories make perfect sense. Like,
Yeah.
literally, I'm so convinced.
Yeah.
It's like not the one that, like, she had planned.
I know.
Like, some of the best theories are or most like convincing theories are never
Yeah.
the
What
right
it
one.
actually comes
And
out to be.
she's, it's like she's planning all this like so in advance. It's not because people
Yeah.
will joke like, oh, we figured it out, so she changed the plan,
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then when
It's
you
just
can
fun.
look back and see, again, we're going to do like a whole episode on like the Easter eggs that there are in the
Yeah.
theories and things from like Midnights that like pointed to
Yes.
TS12 and all that. But like, it's crazy when you look back, like, there were so many things,
Yeah.
like, so many. Some that we like noticed and knew, but like
Yeah.
weren't necessarily like tying all together. And it's so
And now
fun
it
when
all
we
like
get to
makes
look back
sense.
and
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, it
Yeah.
totally is. Yeah. Let's see. Let's talk about, it was fun to hear her talk about Jason and their like kind of first impression. That was really fun. And just
Yes.
like football in general. Like it was really
Yes.
fun to be able to hear her thoughts on football, Travis's thoughts on Taylor coming into the football fandom and like
Hmm.
teaching her about
How much she's
football.
embraced it.
Yeah,
And
and like learned. I
yes,
loved hearing about her arriving to the first game though,
I
that she
know.
just went through general admission.
I
No big
know. And
deal.
she's like,
Just
and nobody
nobody
like
noticed.
noticed. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I loved,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, she was saying, like, nobody noticed. I think nobody, like, really thought I would, like, actually be there or, like, that
Yeah.
they would need to be looking for me. And she specifically made the comment of, like, everyone would just say, like, there's no way they would date. Like, what would they even talk about?
Oh, yeah.
Which was like
Yep.
really clearly that like comment like very much like stood out to them and
Yeah.
like seemed like so silly to them. It's
Yeah.
like, seriously? Like,
Yeah.
is everyone that's like in a relationship
Yeah.
like just the exact same
Yeah.
person? Like,
Because how boring would that be,
hello.
honestly? Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
No,
so
exactly.
funny.
Well, and even just like hearing about the AFC Championship, I think that was the other football topic that I loved hearing about, that like they hadn't talked about that. And
Yes. And
like
her mom was
Mama
like,
Kelsey was like, let's
no.
go down. Like, and she's like, are
Yeah.
you sure? And she was like, no, like he wants you down there. And
Mm-hmm.
hearing her talk about like the, she'd never seen that many, like that much media in her life. And then when the
Yes.
media saw her and they just like
Yes. Like
swarmed
running
her,
to her.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, that's a lot of media if she is saying that's the most media she's ever seen.
Yes. It's
Well, and I
so
love the
crazy.
other part of that I absolutely love was she was like, and Travis was just screaming into the mic because if there's a mic and there's Travis, then he's screaming into
He's
it.
screaming into it. It's
I just thought that
giving
was
Viva
so
Las
fun.
Vegas, and
Oh,
I'm just
yep,
like,
yep, yep. But I
oh my
love that she
gosh,
can just like
so
embrace that
good.
because we talked about, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cringe. But like,
Yes.
she embraces it because that's what you do. Like, there's things that people do that you love that is so cringe, or you're just like, that gives me the ick. But like
Yes.
at the same time, like I love you so much, and like I now I can laugh about it.
Yes.
It's
Oh
fun.
my gosh. So
Um,
fun.
I don't know. Any other little
Um,
topics you want to talk about before we move into TS12?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, I mean,
Like I
I
feel like there's
just
a few other things she talked about, but
there's a few other things, and like again, we're gonna revisit this because there's more to talk about. I just like really wanted to mention I really loved everything she said about like the effects of like being on social media and like setting
mm,
boundaries with social media and
yeah,
like mental health around social media and like how, the thing that's really floating around the internet is the like think of your energy and your time as like a
yeah,
luxury and like
yeah,
you spend it like you only have a certain amount and if you spend it on something that really doesn't matter that much then like there goes the day like
yeah.
she has such a healthy relationship with all
Oh
that, which
yeah.
I'm so glad because obviously, like,
It could be really bad.
well, and it used to be like it
Yeah,
used to be a really hard thing in her life, and it's so cool to see like she really has it in check,
yeah,
and like even Travis saying like he's learned a lot of that from her because at
yeah,
first when they were together that was something that he kind of struggled with and
yeah,
he basically said like I learned from the master on it,
yeah, yeah. Well, and I had made a note that she said it's nice that Travis um, thinks a lot of the things online are funny because it's helped her to be able to laugh at them.
Yes.
Because I think sometimes you do, like, you just have to like laugh it off. And
Mhm.
with Travis so easily, like, it's it not bugging Travis, I think helps because I think Taylor is good now and at a place where she can easily let things go. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't need that kind of energy and put it out there. But I'm sure she feels protective of Travis and
Mhm.
doesn't want those kinds of things affecting him. And so to see him being able to laugh at like whatever stupid comments somebody made helps her to feel better about the situation and then let it go.
Yeah.
And not to like bring it back to past boyfriends, but I do wonder if some past boyfriends had a hard time being able to like quote unquote laugh off what some of the media was saying about them.
I'm sure. I'm
Cough,
sure
Joe.
most
Cough.
of honestly, most
But
of them.
probably a lot of them. That's a good point.
I'm sure Calvin Harris was that
Oh,
way.
yeah,
Um, I'm sure Joe Jonas was that way.
yeah.
Like, I'm sure Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal was that
Gyllenhaal.
way.
Yeah,
John Mayer was that way.
yeah,
Like, I think and we've said this from the beginning. Like, it does take a special person, a special
yeah.
personality to be able to handle being Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like,
It
not
just does.
everybody can handle that, and
Yeah,
that's okay. But
yeah.
like, clearly, Travis handles it like
A pro.
no one
Yeah,
we've ever seen.
yeah.
So,
And I think it's been good for her, and I like that.
yeah.
So
Okay. Well, before we jump into all the TS12
yes.
everything that we're so excited about, we are going to take a quick ad break. So we're going to talk about Dime Beauty, which we are both obsessed with. I was like
Yes.
saying before we hopped on, I was like, what product am I going to talk about? Because I'll like look at my bathroom and I have like so
Yeah,
many
like
things.
all of the things. Yeah,
Do I talk about the skincare, the perfume, the sunscreen? Like
yeah.
that. They just have
All the
so many
things.
great products. I use so much of their stuff now. Um, but one thing that I have been using that's kind of more like not like an immediate result,
Yeah.
it's like something over time is I've been using their Luminosity eye serum. And I actually have pretty bad like under eye, like dark circle, like
Uh-huh.
really dark blue under
Okay.
eyes. And I've been using that pretty consistently. And
Yeah.
it is crazy how much it has improved
Yeah.
that. Even just like the skin texture under my
Yeah.
eyes, I feel like I don't do like Botox
Yeah.
or even like any like really intense skincare things or like getting facials all the time. Like I'm a
Yeah.
pretty basic when it comes to like skincare, but I do know
Yeah.
that like under eyes can be like pretty tricky as you age.
Yeah.
And so it's been kind of fun to like add that to my very basic skincare routine and
Yeah.
like see a super good
Like a good,
outcome from it.
well,
So,
and that's what I have used that too. And
mhm.
I feel like the last like 2 months I have been terrible about my skincare. It's been one of those
Yeah.
like wash my face, put on a moisturizer, go to bed. Like,
Yeah.
whew, I did that. But I feel like I've noticed a difference. Like last week I was like, I need to get back into my skincare routine because I could tell the difference in my under eye when I
It
was
was
using
coming
that
back.
versus not. Yeah, like
Interesting.
I noticed that. And there's like a couple other products that I'm like, I need to get back on this because, and that's, I think, you can, when it's like a slow progress, you can see the difference. But then
Yeah.
when you stop and you're like, oh, I can like tell that like these just don't feel like, it's almost like as tight and like firm
Mhm.
and just like lightened. And
Yes.
I'm like, okay, well, time to get back on the grind. Let's go. Let's stop staying
Yes.
out so late and summer, bye bye summer. Let me get back into my
Yes.
routine. So I love that
So
product too.
yeah, we love that one. We love so like seriously like so many of their
Yeah.
products are amazing. So if you want to get any of their skincare we and products, we love them because they're like a clean beauty brand.
Yeah.
We do have a code with them. It's typical Tuesday night and it gets you 20% off. So
Yes.
make sure
You
to
can
check them
use
out.
that. And then our other podcast sponsor for today is Love Olive Co. And we've talked about them a bunch. We love shopping at Love Olive Co. They recently, this last week, came out with a family photo outfits line. And so that was like their
Um,
drop for the week. And so if you are looking at getting family photos, which I'm sure a lot of people are starting to do that, you can go look. They have a bunch of outfit ideas and like ways to help you with that for pictures. So you can use code TTN podcast for 10% off at Love Olive Co.
Perfect. So fun.
Okay, the big
Take
thing.
us
What we
12.
want to talk about.
The life of a showgirl. I will never, I mean,
Okay.
I love that we have it on video, like our
Oh,
reaction, but like when I saw that for the first time, I was like, I had to read it so many times to like really soak it in. I'm like, the life of a
showgirl.
showgirl.
And can I just say, the more I have let that title sink in, the
Hmm.
better it gets.
Oh, yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I just think the vibe of it and I don't even know what word I'm trying to say right now. Um, like almost the branding, I guess, that
Hmm.
you're going to be able to do with
Like the
that title
concept.
and the concept.
Yeah.
I just can't even wait to see what this
Yeah.
album is.
Yeah.
I am so
Um,
excited.
And because, like, I think it was like Jason was asking, like, what, like, okay, so if you were to like say a theme for this, like, what would it
Yeah.
be? And she said, where is my note on that? Um, oh, like the life
Oh,
beyond the show, like kind of behind the curtain, glamorizing how like the tour felt, but like
yeah.
not the on stage part, like all
Yeah.
the stuff you didn't see. We're like, give us all the
Yes,
stuff we
that's what we
didn't see.
want.
And also just like saying like I don't know, when she said this, I cannot wait to see what this is like because clearly she's like so proud of it. She wanted something that like she was just as proud of as the Eras tour,
Oh,
which is crazy.
yeah.
But like her saying like it's full of like infectious
Oh,
anthems and like combined with like the
I
storytelling
know.
that she's really honed in on, I'm just like, this is
I,
gonna be folklore meets 1989 on
oh,
like major steroids, and
yeah.
like we aren't gonna
I
know what to do with
I found the
ourselves.
exact quote for that part
Okay.
because I was so obsessed. So I'm going to read it. She said, "I wanted melodies that were so infectious that you were almost angry at it." Like, what a crazy way to describe this. And
Yeah.
lyrics that are just as vivid, but crisp and focused and completely intentional. And I feel like we actually came together in a really beautiful way, the three of us, Shellback, Max, and I. I can I just am so excited for this album. And
Me
hearing
too.
her get so pumped about it, like you said, and to describe it like that,
Yeah.
Like, I'm
And you
sorry,
could
the
tell,
best lyrics you've ever written and the best pop music you've ever written,
yeah,
and you've put them together?
yeah. I cannot even like wait. And like you could tell Travis is so obsessed with it. He was like
I
holding
know.
back so much.
Yeah.
I love that Jason was like, "Am I gonna get to hear it?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, I wouldn't trust me
I
either. I'm
know.
so jealous of you, Travis." But
That
like
was
I
so fun.
loved when they were going through the track list
Oh,
and
uh-huh.
at the first few songs, like
I know.
they'd make the Fate of Ophelia, and Travis is like, Jason, do you know
Yeah.
who that is? Do you know what that is? Like, oh, do you know who
I know.
Elizabeth Taylor is? Oh, do you know what Opalite is? Like, he's like, I know what all of this
I
is
know.
about. Like,
You could
do
see he
you
was so
know?
proud of like himself almost.
I know, it was so cute. He's
I
so
loved
into
that. I
it.
loved it. So, speaking of
Oh,
Travis and his reaction, I had this thought today. Do you think, because to me it feels like Taylor is taking the last like 5 years of her like growth in lyricism and
mm-hmm.
combining it with like a 1989 reputation. Like that's who she worked with back then, Max Martin,
Yeah,
Shellback. She's combining those. Travis's favorite album is 1989.
I know.
Do we wonder if she kind of wanted to go back to that route because he loves that so much? And that was kind of
Maybe.
fun for her to be like, I want to write some songs about you being in my life.
Yeah.
This was your favorite album. This is your favorite kind of music. So let's give that a go again.
Yeah. I think that there could have been like that part of the
Like
thought
a little
process
bit, not probably the whole thing, but
because obviously again like Tortured Poets was like they were saying like very cathartic, just
yeah,
get it out. It was a hard time in her life and like she wanted this album to really represent like how she's
yeah.
currently feeling and like I like all the things we said at the beginning that she was saying about Travis. He's a human exclamation point. He's
Yeah.
like the what did you say about color like enhance
Oh,
color
yeah, enhanced
button
color
like
button. Yeah.
and just her talking about like the her life is like vibrant and
Yeah.
exuberant and exciting and like I do think like she's trying to make this album like so we've talked about this before on the podcast like how the you know like some of certain albums of hers are more cohesive
Yeah.
than others.
Yeah.
And I think we've used 1989 as like a good example of
Yeah.
that in the past. And I think that that was like a huge focus of hers on this one. She kind of
Yeah.
talked about that. And I think that does like play into that. Like
Yeah.
obviously Travis is going to be a decent part of this
Yeah.
album and part of even if like he isn't like the main focus of like all the
Yeah. Oh,
songs
for sure.
him being in her life
Yeah.
made, you know, the
Yeah.
whole atmosphere. I don't know. I don't
Totally.
know.
No, and
Just
that's I was just
kind of.
like, oh, it's kind of fun to think about. Like I hadn't made that connection at first, so I wanted to
Yeah.
like bring it up. But it's because like when she was talking about the track list, she even said she's like, life is much more upbeat. This matches how my life felt, which I love for so many reasons. Like I love because I'm
Yes.
excited to get like a fun upbeat pop album from Taylor, but also just to hear that like her life feels upbeat
Mm-hmm.
is so good to hear after
I
Tortured
know.
Poets.
And Travis is like, yeah, Jason, you're gonna be dancing.
I know.
Like, and I mean, I'm trying to think, it's like we really have not gotten an album with that kind of a feeling, like
Yeah,
super
in a
upbeat, honestly, since
yeah.
1989.
Yeah,
Like, that's
it's
a
gonna be so
long
fun.
time
I
ago.
know. I know. I think it's gonna be so good.
And so
Um,
perfect that Sabrina's on it because
oh,
she's the current
yes.
pop princess. Like,
Yep.
what a great time to do that kind of a
Yes.
collaboration.
Oh yeah. Um, so excited about the track list. We're gonna be talking about that lots. So I don't think we
Yeah,
need to
that'll
get
be a
too into
big
it. But
focus.
what
Yeah.
are your thoughts on just the 12 tracks?
Like the number or like
Yeah, just like all of it. Like the number only being
I was
12.
really
Are there gonna be
surprised there was
more?
only 12, obviously, because of just like
Yeah, who
what
Taylor
she's
is.
done the
Yeah.
last like many albums.
Yeah.
I did think it was super interesting how insistent she was that that's like
Yeah.
all that there is. And we kind of talked about that on like our subscriber episode and like our thoughts on that. But like, I am very curious to see like right now my feeling is like there really are only 12,
Yeah.
especially because I do think that like there's gonna she I mean she said like she wanted to be very focused,
Yeah.
intentional, everything to have a place and a purpose. But
Yeah.
I also think that like this era, we are going to get a lot of things. We're going to get a documentary. We're going to
Yeah.
get probably a deep, like more, definitely more music videos than we got for Tortured
Yeah.
Poets. I just think that this one is going to kind of,
She'll give in other ways instead of
yeah,
just
like
more songs.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think like for the last couple albums, it's been like it's made more sense for her to give more songs,
Yeah.
and this one is just different.
Different. Nope. I love
Yeah,
that. I love that. Cover art.
I
I
love it.
think it is so fun, but I love it even more after she explained it. And it's like, this is
Hmm.
why you need to sit down and talk about all of your albums
Hmm.
because I don't always get it.
Yeah.
It even talked like it made me think about when we interviewed Cassie for the Shake It Off music
Hmm.
video and hearing her interpretation of why she made the Shake It Off music video the way she did. I'm like, oh, like that changes the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
And like that's how this visual was because I would have never pictured that this was her in her bathtub because that's what
After a
she did
show.
after the Eras show every night.
Yeah, never would have picked up on that.
But like it is so conceptually a incredible idea and so well
Yeah.
done
Hmm.
that I'm like, you need sorry, I don't want to shout more, but I'm shouting more. Like you just need to tell us all the things because I just love how your
Yes.
brain works and I
I
don't always
know.
comprehend it.
Yes. I know. I
So
loved
I
that
loved
too.
that. Yeah. Um, how do you feel about collaborators? I'm actually, oh,
Um
go ahead. I don't know why I just like ask you a question and then jump into my own thoughts.
I was very curious to see what she did because there weren't there rumors floating around that she was going to work with Max Martin and Shellback
Yeah.
again for this one. So like that was definitely like on my mind. Oh, that was something we didn't even talk about on the subscriber episode and forgot to bring it up on here.
Oh.
That playlist.
Oh, yeah.
They released that playlist. Was that on Monday or Tuesday? Like there were billboards going up
Yeah.
around the world that like linked
I
to a
think that was
playlist
Monday.
Taylor
Yeah.
made,
Well,
and
night
it
for us.
like was a bunch of songs that she had done with the
Done
two of
with.
them. So
Yeah.
like after that happened, we were like pretty
Oh, okay.
sure. I kind of was thinking in my head, I'm like, I'll be surprised if like Jack isn't involved like at all.
Yeah.
And he's not, which is like
Yeah.
really interesting. And I'm sure I think a lot of people are of course trying to be like, oh my gosh, like did something happen? It's like, no, it's
And
like this is how it works. They've
yeah.
worked together on so much for so long. Like he knows
Yeah.
that that is not going to be the
It's not.
dynamic
Yeah.
forever. He's
Yeah.
not going to take offense.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and I think you
he
go to certain
respects her as
people.
an
Yeah.
artist.
You go to certain people to create certain kinds of art. And
Yes.
she just had a certain idea and it wasn't like she just knew that it wasn't going to be with her and Jack, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like, if she wanted to create a country album, she's also not going to go to Jack. It's there's no hard
Yes.
feelings in that. I was
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised that he wasn't on any, and I was actually sad about like Erin. I love her and Erin's songs together,
I
but
know.
hearing about the vibe of the album, the purpose of the album, the theme, the way she wanted it to go, the focused nature of it, I think it's smart that she
Hmm.
said, okay, me and these two other people are
Yeah.
going to create this album. And you can tell it was really important to her to be like really precise, really focused, really honed in.
Yeah.
And I think she got that because she stayed with the two people and didn't say like, here's some Jack songs, here's some Aaron songs, here's
Hmm.
some Max Martin, like,
They
so
were
I
all
think it
just
was smart and I'm excited to hear the album because of that.
Yes, and she was saying, they all worked together years ago, but she said like it's never been just them, and this is the
Yeah.
first time it's just them. And she's like, we've all gone out and gotten like all this new experience, and we're bringing it all together and just
Yeah.
like making something incredible. And I'm sure that was like so fun for all of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope in the documentary I bet we will. So yeah, we'll get like behind the scenes of like
I'm
making the music,
sure.
I bet.
Yes.
That's gonna be super fun.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm just when Jason was like, "So what songs have you done with them?" And she just starts listing all of them off, I'm just like, this is going to be
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
And I can't remember if I said this on the subscriber episode or not, but like Tortured Poets was definitely like, well, yeah, we like talked about like it wasn't one for the award shows. It wasn't one to
Yeah.
be like top the radio charts with like this hit, this like big bop. Like
Yeah.
was there weren't any bops, and it wasn't for the masses.
Yeah. No, it wasn't.
This album,
Oh, it's gonna be.
it's gonna be like next level. It's not even gonna be like,
I know.
oh, there's a Shake It Off
Yeah.
on it. It's
No,
like
it's
all of them are
yeah.
gonna be like blank spaces.
Yep.
Like think of like an album. It's like, oh, there's one or two hits. It's like
Yeah.
they're making it
No,
sound like
they're all
all
of
of
them.
these
I
are
know.
gonna be like major.
I know. And I don't think she would talk about it in this sense unless she knew it was gonna hit. I think
Yeah.
she's very smart and understanding of what hype level to give what.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I'm so curious.
I hope
We
that,
haven't really talked about this. Do you think, because Taylor for an album, has it not been since Rep? Like, when's the last time we got? No, Lover, we had a lead single. So it's probably been
uh-huh.
since Lover. Do you think we'll get a lead single? If you don't know what that means we
I
get a single before the album releases. So, like, Look What You Made Me Do, Me, those were all
it's
lead singles.
so hard for me. I want to say yes,
Yeah.
but I don't want to get my hopes up.
I
I feel
know.
like I think this album's going to be different though.
Yeah.
I am a little bit curious if she doesn't want us to hear the new sound until the album drops.
Yeah.
So I could see her not, but at the same time, it just feels different this time.
I know.
It feels
Well,
like
and
she would give us something.
there's a few things like if she drops a single before the end of the month. I don't know the validity of this. I saw people chatting about it
Okay.
online today. Like, I don't know if a single drops before the Grammy deadline, if like the album qualifies at the Grammys, or
Mhm.
just the single
Okay.
that is dropped. Also, there's just like there's so much leaks. There's so many leaks
I
happening
know.
already, and we're weeks and weeks and weeks away.
Yeah.
So that's why also I'm like wondering if maybe we could get
Get
a
something.
single before, kind of distract people from like
Yeah.
putting out leaks or looking for leaks
Yeah.
or promoting leaks, sharing
Yeah.
leaks.
Ugh,
Um,
the leak stuff. Ugh.
that's so annoying, I
I
know.
know.
Um, yeah. So I hope we do.
I
Mostly
hope
just
so
because
too.
I'm like,
I want it. Like
I
I
want
want
it
to hear
so
it.
bad.
And I want to get excited. Like it's fun. It was fun this whole week to like be excited about the announcement and the podcast. And then,
Yes.
if in 2 weeks you get a single, it's you can just freak out for another week about that one
Yes.
song. And then you wait another weeks and then you get the episode or the podcast. Oh my gosh. The album.
We
Whatever we
need to
get
go to
again.
bed.
I know, for reals. So it's like really fun. But I
Yes.
cannot wait for this album.
No.
I was really excited about Tortured Poets. I think I'm more excited about this one.
Oh, I
And I
am
think it's
way more
because of
excited
the
about
hype
this
that
one.
she like provided it and
Yeah,
hearing about where she was at in her life.
I know. And like, I mean, it's kind of in a similar vein, but like, I was pretty excited for Tortured Poets, and maybe this sounds bad, but I was excited to get some like what I thought was going to be like more insight on her and Joe, which
Yeah,
like we did
same.
get a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously like getting to see like the imagery
Yeah.
and like not knowing, the
Yeah.
mystery of like it seems so dramatic. Like I remember when
Yeah.
the Fortnite teaser came out, I was like, oh, it felt like Rep again. It felt like Look What You Made Me Do.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this gonna
Whoa. Yeah.
be? Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
intense. And so there was like that kind of behind it. This one, I'm just so excited. I mean, I've been so excited for it all year because I
Yeah.
just knew it's gonna be like glitter
You
gel
called it.
pen, Travis, so in love, like happy,
Yeah.
happy. And I'm excited for that for myself to have that kind of music to
Yeah.
enjoy, but also like we just love her and we're happy to
Happy for
hear
her.
and see how happy she is
Yeah.
in her life right now.
Yep.
And we've talked about this before. It's super fun because we talk about like we haven't seen her sit in an interview like this before. She's never
Yeah.
done something like this before. But also as far as like the release of her music and her relationship status,
I know.
never have we got to experience her releasing an album while she's with someone that she's I mean,
I
obviously she
mean,
released albums while she was with Joe, but like
yeah.
she didn't really write music, happy in love music
Yeah.
songs about Joe and she was with him. A little bit in Rep, a
Yeah.
little bit in Lover, but not to the extent
It
that we're
didn't
gonna
feel the
get here.
same. Yeah.
No, it
Yeah.
didn't hit the same. This is gonna be like something we've never got to
Oh,
experience before. And same with her and for her and Travis. And so I think
yeah.
it's super special time in
I'm
that
very,
sense.
very excited.
Yeah.
Oh, it has been a week. It has been
It
so fun.
has so
So,
fun.
like, what a roller coaster. I mean, like we said, it was
Yes.
like Monday exciting. Okay, then kind of back down for a day while everybody still was kind of freaking out. But then, like, the podcast went on another huge
I
jump, and then it kind of
know.
dipped down, and then it was like, oh my gosh, all the theories are coming. It's just like been
Yes.
such a chaotically exciting week. And it's
Yes.
like you said, it's so fun to be a Swiftie.
Yes, it's so fun.
Oh,
So obviously, like we said, we have lots of TS12 content. We're gonna
yes.
be
We're here
planning
for
and
it.
doing it. If you are a current follower of our podcast, you know we were in a debut series when all of this
Yep.
started. So like last week's episode was like our first like debut music deep dive episode, which we
Yeah.
usually do in two parts. So technically part two is gonna go up today, but
Yeah.
obviously things
We decided
changed.
no. Yeah.
We decided to change it up last minute. That's also why we're like doing a virtual episode,
Yeah.
which we don't typically do. And so we had quite a few more debut episodes kind of planned, but some of them were kind of like extra. And so our plan is to do the second song deep dive next week. We'll
Yep.
do our draft that we always do, and then we're
Oop.
gonna call it a day.
Yeah.
We're gonna call that the end of our debut series, save kind of the extra ones we had
Yeah.
planned to do at a later time. And we're going to go full send on
Boom.
TS12. It's going to be
Yeah.
so fun. If
Oh,
you have any like requests of stuff you want us
yes.
to do around TS12, let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously we'll do like yeah, I guess Carly,
Like
do you
all
want to
the
say like,
things. Yeah. Like,
yeah,
well, that's the thing is I just feel like we're so excited
yeah,
to just talk about TS12, but we also didn't feel like we could just like leave our like last two debut episodes.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because we were so close, you know, it's not like we
Yes.
were just starting. So just bear with us through that. They're
Wrap
good
it up.
episodes. You're gonna want to listen. It's really
Yeah.
fun. But yeah, we're gonna do things like our theories that people have seen, our own predictions. Um, what else were we gonna do? I'm trying to even remember. We like had like a list of other things.
Probably talk. I mean, theories around
Oh,
the
the
track
Easter
list,
eggs.
the Easter eggs
Yeah.
from the past that
Yep.
like pointed to
Current Easter
this
eggs. Yeah.
tour, like things we think about the tour or just
Yeah.
like that are going to
Just
happen
all
in
the
this era
things.
in general.
Yeah.
And then obviously when it comes out,
Oh,
we're going to be doing a
we're gonna do
full
that. We'll do all the things.
album deep
Yep.
dive,
And then
music
that's gonna be, yeah,
videos,
it's gonna
discussions,
be so
hopefully a
good.
documentary. I'm curious, like, how quickly do you think it'll be like with a documentary? When do you think we'll get that?
I think after the album,
Hmm.
I
Like, do you think we'll get it this year?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
I could even see it being like December, as in like and like 1 year since
Oh, the end of the
like the end of
tour.
the tour.
Okay, so like the 8th.
Yeah.
Also, did you get that reference?
The
12/8,
12/8. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
Yep.
mirrored date.
Yep.
Like
We should
it's
have
like
known.
we
We
know, but
should.
we
We were
don't
so close.
know.
We were so close.
And so we're on the
Oh,
right
man.
track.
Yeah.
We don't
We're
quite
slowly
get
getting there.
so funny.
Oh, man.
Anyways,
What a fun
thank you so
episode.
much for tuning in. What a time to be a Swiftie. My gosh, it's so fun. And baby, that is show business for you. We'll
Bye,
see you guys
guys.
next week.